Good morning, people. So I heard we got a bunch of new stuff in Save the World today. Let me just log in right here and check it out.
Nope.
So yeah, for today's video, we're going to check out the new home base status report. Before we take a look at it, there are a couple things I should point out first. Obviously, there's a lot of people having trouble logging in, including yours truly. I don't expect it to be down for too long though, because
Money.
another thing I wanted to mention that wasn't in the home base status report is that they also added a V-Buck mission with this morning's update. So yeah, just wanted to point those things out because they weren't mentioned in the home base status report. Speaking of the home base status report, let's go ahead and take a look at it. First thing they said was the Winterfest Venture season is soon coming to an end, but that means the Mild Meadows Venture season is soon beginning. Before the Mild Meadows Venture season starts on Wednesday, January 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern, make sure you complete the remainder of your Winterfest quest. Also in today's update, players can now hurdle. You'll automatically hurdle over or onto obstacles when sprinting into them. Additionally, the new Autumn Foothills biome opens up and brings the newest hero in Save the World, the Autumn Queen. So yeah, Winterfest Venture Season is going to end on Wednesday, January 25th. So we still have one more week to get to level 50 in Ventures. Players can now hurdle in Save the World. And there's also a new biome as well as a new hero. I went ahead and waited for the servers to get back up just so we could show the new biome, and it did let us log in finally. So let's go ahead and check it out. When you go into any zone, you'll notice these new areas that are sort of like a brown autumn color. They're called Autumn Foothills. So these are the new zones that came with today's update. According to this tweet by Archer, it looks like there's going to be 9 Autumn Foothill zones in Plankerton, 5 of them in Canny, and 11 in Twine. Apparently there's an additional power level 160 added, so there's a total of 5 now instead of 4. So yeah, let's go ahead and load in and see what it looks like. You know what's messed up? I asked Discord what they thought was coming with today's update, and they said both a new biome and a new hero, and I was like, nah, damn, did that age poorly. But I'm not complaining. I'm very much happy to be wrong in this instance. Oh, look at this, people. Oh yeah, this is definitely new. Okay, so first thing I'm noticing is the color, obviously yellow, but the backgrounds are a little bit different. So like we got cliffs on the outer edges of the map now, as well as a big ass waterfall. Oh my good. You know what? I think what we may do is when we stream later today on Twitch, we'll try to explore this new area and see if we can find any Easter eggs. If you all found any Easter eggs, be sure to let us know in the comments below. But it is sort of hard to see everything. So let's go ahead and build up. So here's sort of an aerial view of what the map looks like. I'm assuming if it's like other maps, they'll have different variations of this Autumn Foothills. So you may load in once and it'll look like this. You may load in again another time and it'll look slightly different. But yeah, this is sort of what the one I loaded in looked like. It's like we got a cornfield as well as some buildings with graffiti on it. Basketball court. So yeah, this is sort of what the new biome looks like, or at least one of the versions of it. One thing I should point out is that I did try hurdling in Save the World and it wasn't working for me. So yeah, as of right now, while I'm recording this, it doesn't look like hurdling works yet, but I do expect us to be able to hurdle and Save the World soon. But yeah, that's what the new biome looks like, people. They then went on to say a new hero and questline arrive and Save the World. Meet the Autumn Queen, a new soldier hero. Autumn Queen has the new standard perk Force of Nature, which allows her to activate an additional shockwave from your tamed pet when used. The perk functions with boars, raptors, and wolves, and pets inherit the bonuses of all shockwave perks that are also active on the ability. So it sounds like every time you use your shockwave, your pet will also use your shockwave, and they get the benefits of the perks that you have in your hero loadout. Combine the Force of Nature perk with Gia's perk, Vital Bond, which provides healing for both yourself and your tamed wildlife. F. To unlock Autumn Queen, you'll have to complete the new Autumn Foothills hero questline. The Autumn Queen is a permanent addition and can be unlocked after your first Storm Shield defense in Plankerton. So in order to get the new hero, you're going to have to complete the Autumn Foothills questline. And in order to get that questline, you have to complete your first Plankerton Storm Shield defense. She is in the collection book, under base game heroes. So here's what she looks like in game. Before you max her out. I'm pretty sure she was a skin in BR, if I'm not mistaken. She has Shockwave, Warcry, and Going Commando. And again, her standard perk allows your pet to also perform a Shockwave whenever you use it. And her Commander perk allows your pet to enter Frenzy for 1.5 seconds for each enemy damaged by its Shockwave, causing it to move and attack 50% faster. So that's what her standard and Commander perk look like, and that's what she looks like. And yeah, we'll try to review her sometime within the next day or so. So here's where that new quest line is located. It's going to be under side quest. According to this tweet, it looks like you're going to have to complete 4 different quests before you unlock the hero. And we'll try to complete this quest line on Twitch later today. And again, all you have to do is complete your first Plankerton Storm Shield defense, and you should have this unlocked. They then went on to talk about the next Venture Zone, which is Mount Meadows. It says here in the Mount Meadows, commanders get to enjoy the benefits of the escalation modifier. It allows your team to receive a small boost to bonus damage. In addition, reaching elimination streaks will trigger an elemental burst at all commanders' locations, dealing damage and unleashing additional effects. So the way it works is if you're able to get 30 kills before it resets, then you'll get the nature burst. Mother Nature is on your side. This burst damages and stuns surrounding enemies for 3 seconds. If you're able to get 60 kills without it resetting, you'll get the fire burst. And it says, is it getting hot in here? Or is that just your elimination streak? This burst will deal damage and apply a blistering debuff which causes damage every second. So sort of like affliction damage. If you're able to get 90 eliminations without it resetting, you'll get the Dance Party. This burst deals damage, refills commander's energy, and last but certainly not least, causes the husk to dance for 7 seconds. If you're able to get 120 eliminations, you'll get the Ice Burst. This burst will deal damage and freeze nearby targets for 5 seconds. And if you're able to get the 150 kills without it resetting, you'll get the Energy Burst. And this burst will damage and cause nearby enemies to take increased damage for 10 seconds. Keep in mind, if you lose your streak, your escalation bonuses will reset, so keep it moving and take out as many husks as you can as fast as you can. So yeah, you'll get a burst every 30 eliminations. It goes from nature, fire, dance, ice to energy. I'm pretty sure we've done a tip video for Mount Meadows. I'll leave a link to that tip video in the description if you want to go check it out. So if you're looking for some decent hero loadouts or any tips in regards to Mount Meadows, be sure to check out the link that's in the description. Next thing they went over was war games. Major Oswald is sharpening up the security of home base by putting commanders in their base through the ultimate test. In war games, head to your Storm Shield bases and test your defenses against unique and challenging simulations. Complete both of the daily quest and weekly challenges to earn a fair share of event tickets, gold, banners, evolution materials, and perk rewards. The blockbuster questline is also going to be returning, and it says a crashed meteorite has shaken home base to its core. While Ray investigates, the self-proclaimed other bot, Locke, is in charge. Help Locke lead the crew in the blockbuster questline. The rewards for this questline are the Mythic Soldier Carbide and the Mythic Ninja Cloak Star. Now I would recommend trying to get both of them if you haven't already, because they're both mythics. So not only will you get them, but if you get Carbide, you'll also get the Underdog Team perk, and that's the only way you can get the team perk. And that's the one that increases the amount of healing you receive. And Cloak Star will give you the Round Trip Team perk, which is the one that makes your throwing stars return back to you so they can deal damage again. And again, that's the only way you can get those 2 team perks. So if you haven't gotten either of those yet, you may want to do this blockbuster questline and get those 2 mythic heroes. When it comes to llamas, the lunar llama is going to be returning. It says this little critter can somehow package the might of the dragon weapons as well as the Lunar New Year heroes. Lunar New Year's and dragon weapons are sort of an older weapon sets, and I don't really consider any of them to be top tier, but we have reviewed most of these weapons and heroes. I'll leave a link to those reviews in the description. The Lunar Soldiers may be useful when it comes to the new hero though, because they can reset your shockwave cooldown. But yeah, I don't really consider any of these heroes to be top tier. Same thing with the dragon weapons. It's sort of an older weapon hero set, so they're not going to be as good as some newer weapons. But yeah, we've reviewed most, if not all, of these weapons and heroes. I'll leave a link to those reviews in the description if you want to go check them out. But yeah, that's the llama we're going to get this season. And the last thing they went over was bug fixes. And it looks like it's just one. Looks like they fixed an issue that caused bronze rewards not to be granted upon the destroy the encampments win. And that sums up everything that was in the home base status report. And it looks like there are some bugs when it comes to the new biome, but Epic is aware of it. I assume they're going to try to work on fixing that as soon as possible, but apparently some people have been like getting insta-killed when going into certain areas of the new map. Let me know what you all think about the new hero and the new biome. Also, let me know what you think about hurdling being added to save the world. Again, we will be streaming the new Questline and showing the new biome on Twitch later, so hopefully I'll see some of you there. Anyways, before I go, I did want to give a huge shout out to everybody who's been using creator code A1, and just wanted to say thank you for your support. But that sums up everything we're gonna go for this one. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.